I have manifested that only the right people come across this video, because this message is for a select few, because something is shifting literally overnight. That's what I keep hearing, is that it's going to happen overnight, literally overnight. So I see you just really embracing this brand new era that you are stepping into, because you are really about to fulfill your purpose, that you are here to live a life that is significant and benefits others and allows you to overcome all the struggle and trials that you've been through, that your family has been through, that your ancestors have been through. So even though it seems like overnight, like this is generations in the making. This is something that you are destined for. This is what I'm getting. Like, it's destiny energy. So it's going to be so amazing just going forward, knowing that this is happening, and it's happening right now. Like, things could only go on for so long before they start to turn in your favor. And so I'm using the Starlight Tarot deck, the gold edition. It's linked in the description as well as the pinned comment, if you're wondering. So what do we need to know about this energy, this beautiful energy? Oh, okay. So life as you know it is turning upside down, but you've been upside down this whole time, hanging in suspense, waiting for this thing to happen. And now it's flipping overnight, and now you're right side up. So I pulled the Hangman, but he showed up in reverse. So you could see that they're just chilling right side up. And the world as we know it is inverted anyway. We live in a world that is changing, but it is inverted, that good is bad, dark is light. So many paradigms are just completely inverting now and going back the proper way. And it has felt like for so long things were just not right, even though we're taught to live this way, that we're raised to live this way, and it just didn't feel right. Like, you knew that it wasn't right. And now this is completely flipped, and reality is staying the same, but you are walking through it a completely different person. It's like you're walking through this life untouchable. Like, it reminds me of the Matrix. Like, you've been red pilled and everyone is asleep, they're doing their own thing, and you are just like walking in the opposite direction, knowing that you are fully conscious, fully awake, and you are in this completely different reality, even if it's coexisting with like this dark dystopian world that exists. So you're almost untouchable. Like, you're full of light. You are such a strong spirit, and even though you've struggled in the past with mental health issues in particular, you are entering into a much more like prosperous era, that even despite your challenges, despite your mental health issues, you're able to live a beautiful life where you are returning back to your natural state, not just your spirit and your soul, but also your human nature, where you are becoming more sovereign, more resourceful, more independent. Maybe you want a homestead. Maybe you just want to really work on being self-sufficient. But I see you being really in sync with nature and your natural cycles. And that is so powerful, because you utilize your resourcefulness and your magnetism to attract and to build whatever you want, to create whatever you want, and you feel so connected to nature and the divine, and especially animals. Like, crows are significant at this time. So you're entering this very prosperous era where you're going from like complete lack to not knowing what to do with all the money that is about to pour in your life. Like, everything is inverted. So if you have been struggling, it is now going to be much more easy to move through life, much more fluid, much more flowing, less obstacles, no more hustling and burnout, no survival mode. It's thriving, it's rested, it's grounded. Your nervous system is calm and healing, your body is healing, and all areas of your life are just expanding and returning to this healthy state. So I see that happening in this time. And there's a hidden cup a hidden card for me in my box, and I get the Page of Cups. So there is like this impending news, like something is happening overnight and you're going to become aware of it. If it hasn't already happened, I've already had people in the comments saying that they are experiencing this overnight change and they finally have achieved what they've been waiting for this entire time, and it's coming. It's either here or it's coming. So this good news is happening overnight. This is confirmation that you will be moving into a very fluid life where you just kind of go with the flow and go with the universe. And instead of working against it, you work with it. And that enables you to co-create with the universe. And it's so beautiful when you do that because you're living so much in your purpose. You're aligned with the divine. There's an open channel for prosperity to flow through. And the things that do leave you are on your own terms and they come back multiplied. So all the love that you put into other people, all the love that you put into other places and other environments, you're always there for people. And that doesn't change because it doesn't stretch you thin, because you have boundaries around that now. You do it because you want to, not because you feel like you need to. So life going forward is just going to be so much better. You have so much overflow that you can pour into other people without depleting yourself. And I see your just relationships being so healthy at this time as well. There's so much wisdom that you've gained over the years that I feel like life is just easy because of it now, because you have a lot of perspective and you see the bigger picture and things and you see the lessons and everything. But most importantly, you realize it as like an essential part of the process. So feathers are significant as well because they represent freedom and wisdom. Yeah, birds. Birds are very significant right now. Yeah, this full moon cycle or this new moon cycle that's starting tomorrow is you're going to be completely synced with it. So as it unfolds, it's really going to set the tone for the rest of the year for the next 45 days. And it's a Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio. So I want you to chase after your passions, reignite your passions, and go with it with the intensity of this new moon in Scorpio, because it's going to set the tone for 2026. So when you are aligned with nature like you should be, and you're co-creating with the divine, your power is amplified. And it is even more amplified during certain cycles of the moon, especially the new moon, because it's about new beginnings. So that's what's happening overnight as well as tomorrow that we have this new moon. So that's probably why I'm picking up on this energy. There's just like this complete reset and you are recalibrated now and things are completely, it's like they've been wrong this whole time and they're being recalibrated to go back to how it was supposed to be from the get-go. So I'm so excited for you because I feel so relieved. Even for myself, this is happening and it is so relieving because I finally see like a light at the end of the tunnel. But I think you realize at this point, like, this is what you've been waiting for. You've held on for this for so long because you knew that there was a light at the end of the tunnel. And you're here. You have arrived. What else do we need to know? Miracles are coming your way. Like, expect like supernatural events happening, debt being wiped out, windfalls of money, like constant synchronicities. You're in a state of like constant evolution and connection with the divine, and you feel so aligned. And in doing so, you're just following it and going with it every day, every minute, every second, but so grounded in the present. Your emotional intelligence has allowed you to get to this point. You're not trying to run away from things anymore, and you've released the bondage. This overnight split is going to have you feel unburdened, and allow you to soar at this point. It gives you freedom to ascend and to keep ascending, and it's just going to keep getting better and better and better as you ascend going forward, because the bad times have come to an end. All right. So I have the King of Wands, and it appeared in reverse, but I feel like it's just proper to be in the right aspect. Yeah, you're able to just follow your purpose, and giving main character energy. You're definitely like a leader or like a black sheep. You're different in some way. I don't think you would have come across this video if you weren't unique in that aspect. And so I see you have lived a few lives up to this point. Like, you're a bit of an old soul, and you've been around the block. I get that. Oh, but I also see like being very fulfilled in this lifetime. That's a culmination of all the different lives you've lived, and the karmic retribution. Well, justice is being had, and you are now able to sit on your throne and just enjoy what life has to offer from this point on, because you not only have been through the ringer in this life, but also prior lifetimes. And so I see you slithering forward. Well, lizards are significant. It's a snake year. So we're releasing those like old layers as well in this, as we come to the conclusion of 2025 in a snake year. And this year is all about like physical changes. So that's why like this shift is happening, and it's not just energetic, it's physical, because it just works with the timing of everything. Everything happens in its perfect timing, and you get to just kind of enjoy the view. Like, you've learned a lot of lessons up to this point. This has been owed to you for some time, but you've had to go through it in this lifetime and past lifetimes, and now you're able to just sit at the top and enjoy the view, and you could have that family life. Like, I see you meeting your true love. I see you getting married, and you're also married to the divine. Like, this is your devotion to this life that you've been gifted as like a miracle. So these miracles are flooding in, because you realize you within yourself are a miracle, and a child of God, a child of the universe, and that you aren't insignificant. You are here to create a legacy and a lasting impact, and to be one with nature, to utilize your resourcefulness, and to create something worthwhile in this lifetime. You finally reached it where you get to enjoy a lifetime of prosperity and abundance and success and supernatural provision. Even if you've up until this point have struggled, this is a completely different, everything is flipping. And I keep getting this with the Hanged Man right side up. So even if the world is inverted and it seems dark and bleak, you're walking through it almost like invincible, like you're glowing. You are a golden child. You are one of the chosen ones, whatever you want to call it. This found you for a reason, and this is confirmation that things are literally changing overnight. You're going into the promised land. Everything you've been waiting for is about to appear in your physical reality, is no longer in the spiritual realm. You've mastered the ability to manifest almost instantly. So this miracle energy is what's creating this like instant shift from one world to another, and things are completely flipping. Like, it reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean too, if that's significant to anyone. Oh, sorry, not the second one, the third one. And they have the map that they use, and they flip the ship upside down, and it rotates in the water, and it completely flips things, and everything is inverted. And then when they flip it, they come back resurrected, because they're bringing Jack Sparrow back from the dead. So I see this happening, like you are completely in this like inverted realm and entered this brand new timeline where things are upside down. I even think like with Stranger Things, they call it the upside down. So that's the world that we live in, and you've flipped right side up. So even if you live in this world, you are invincible, and you are going to move forward, being invincible, being basked in golden light, and just being so protected but tapped in and connected to the divine. And it is just so beautiful and so bright moving forward. You really are a main character, and so I'm so excited for you. That's what I have for you today. If you want to claim this reading, I don't know, comment 999 in the comments, because this is the end of a cycle. We're ready to move on and start a new beginning. You are resurrected, you are redeemed, and yeah, I want you to claim this energy. This is awesome. So thank you so much for all your support. If you want a reading with me, or you need a ritual of any kind, or just spiritual guidance or manifestation tools, I have my shop link linked in the description, as well as the pinned comments, including the decks that I use. Otherwise, like, subscribe, follow for more. I appreciate any and all support that just helps grow this channel and get this out there, because I love doing this, and your support helps me keep doing it. So thank you so much. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.